Taylor, everybody's ears pricked up when they heard tournament format.
Yep, same here, Dan, same here. Obviously, you need to be progressive in your thinking and trying to find a way to, one, I think, catch the fans' attention when you've taken this long of a hiatus. And so if you're looking at, let's say, mid-June, mid-July, and you kind of create this Champions League knockout round type of format, World Cup style, I think they're just being very open with how they're looking at it. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm excited about the idea because now you get right into the thick of things. Yes, you're going to have an abbreviated regular season, yet they can play into the winter a little bit, Dan. So they're going to do their best to try to have as much of a full 2020 season. But make no mistake about it, when Don Garber said a tournament style to kick this thing off, whether it's closed doors or not, it caught my attention 100%.
I think most fans like you would like to see this, the excitement and the drama of it. Do you think clubs would be on board as well?
I think so, Dan. I really do. I also think, with Leagues Cup and with the U.S. Open Cup most likely going to be postponed or if not flat out canceled, maybe this is an intriguing idea for those tournaments, or especially when you look at the U.S. Open Cup. You could have the USL and the amateur teams go through a qualification process, MLS goes through it, and then all of a sudden you turn it into a Champions League style where you've got groups and you come out of that. Absolutely. I think there's a positive that's going to come out of this if that comes to fruition.
Everyone's got an opinion, obviously speculation from some that maybe this could be a good excuse in the long run for MLS to adapt to a European calendar. Given that conversation you had with the Commissioner yesterday, is it suggested maybe that's kind of out the window?
I'm not totally sure, Dan, because I think they are having that conversation. Now, you and I have spoken throughout this entire quarantine, and a couple weeks ago I said to you and those on SportsCenter, this could be a positive for Major League Soccer. If they're open-minded to the challenge and open-minded to the change, then this may give you the opportunity. Now listen, if you're going to adopt the Western European schedule for that matter, you definitely have to take a winter break because the teams in Canada, the teams in the Northeast, they're not going to be able to play games, December 15th through February 15th or whatnot. But it also allows you to play your most meaningful games away from the NFL. And Dan, in America right now, a lot's going to change regarding the NBA schedule. I think the NBA is going to permanently change theirs, where their final's going to be in July, maybe even August. They're going to start their season around Christmas. I think this is going to happen, so why not be open-minded and think this through? Now, a big part of this, Dan, is us, media partners, especially ESPN, being open to that. But you've heard me say this numerous amount of times. MLS Cup on Memorial Day, you own that day. What else is there? Yes, you've got NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, you've got Major League Baseball, but it's not the NFL. It is not college football. You're wanting a piece of the pie. I think the pie is a little bit bigger if you flip the schedule and try to play as close to a Western European schedule that you can.
Finally, Taylor, what else stood out from that interview with Don Garber yesterday?
Well, interestingly enough, Dan, I asked him about the furloughs and the situation that we're seeing across the board economically in this country. I asked him about Real Salt Lake. He fully expects that there are going to be more clubs that look at their non-playing staff. The players eventually, if this thing doesn't get kicked off, they're going to be approached by a pay cut and whatnot. But also just the way he's learned that, the amount of momentum that they had compared to the other leagues around the world where they seem to be a little bit more unstable, he offers a little bit of perspective on that. And then I also have got Jesse Marsh for about 8 to 10 minutes and then a long interview that will be on the side, 20 minutes about his Champions League experience, but more so what his club's been doing during the quarantine. And of course, Dan, John Champion, his top 5 best MLS foreign signings, you're going to want to watch it because I think he missed a big one.
Oh, it sounded great to you mention John Champion. Taylor Twellman, thank you very much. You can watch then Jesse Marsh, Don Garber and John Champion as well, I suppose, if you must, on Banter, which drops tomorrow, 2 p.m. Be sure to check it out. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.